Okay. All righty. Emma, I'm going to say a prayer, so I'm going to ask for us to be quiet just for a minute, okay? And then you can play while we're talking, okay? The Lord be with you.
And also with you.
Let us pray. Most gracious and life-giving God, source of glory and grace, of truth and light, we gather together as a community of faith. We ask that you will continue to lead us and guide us in doing your will, not only for St. John the Divine, but also for this community that we serve. Be with us in this time. May it be a time of celebration and a time of sending us forth. Thank you for your presence, your unconditional love. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Before we begin, I just want to ask, we are coming up to Shrove Tuesday. It's a week from, it is technically 2 weeks from Tuesday, Shrove Tuesday. How many are going to be here for Shrove Tuesday, for pancakes and sausage, and who's going to be here for Shrove Tuesday?
What's the date?
2 weeks from Tuesday.
February 13th.
That's close.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who's going to be here? We want to make sure. And I'm going to, Emma, are you going to be here for pancakes?
All right.
All right.
You
All
can
right.
drive yourself.
I want to say that if there are members who want to be here for Shrove Tuesday, for Ash Wednesday, and you are wanting a ride, please, let's talk about that. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's plan on Shrove Tuesday. And what time do you normally start that?
5:30.
Pardon? 5:30?
Here, I already called.
All righty, 5:30. Ash Wednesday, last year you had a noonday service and you had a 6 o'clock service. Again, I'm open to time. Ash Wednesday. For those who don't travel at night, do you want an Ash Wednesday service at noon?
I do.
And perfect. We will have a service at noon. For 6 o'clock, how many people do we have who will be here at 6 o'clock?
We can do
Just me and Sue. You can do either?
We can do it.
Feel good about that.
I mean, it seems like a lot of people want the noonday.
Except there's those who work a little farther away who may not get, get here.
Oh, that's okay. You don't have to do one thing.
Yes, we do.
Then I'll come with you.
You talk about the 6 o'clock service.
Deanna can't make it during the day.
Oh, yeah,
Sure.
that's true.
Okay, we are having, now does 6 o'clock work, or do you want it a little bit later?
6 is fine.
Okay. Alrighty, Shrove Tuesday, 5:30, Ash Wednesday is 12 noon and 6 o'clock. I did talk about a Lenten study, Hard to Dance with the Devil on Your Back. Did you get the book yet? Have you looked at it?
It's very, very thin. It's not a difficult read.
Oh, good. That's what I like to see.
Right, you're true.
There's scripture readings, there's reflection, there are questions, and even we'll have our own questions. But how many people would be interested? You will need to order the book.
It just has some chocolate cookie crumbs.
How many people are interested in a Lenten study? What day of the week, evening, and I'm willing to come twice. We have some people during the day and some people at night. I'm open, but what day of the week works best? Monday through Thursday, or Sunday after church.
Well, it's so, it used to always be on Wednesday,
Okay?
but I don't know.
No,
They want to change it.
And my question is, if we do it in the evening, do you want to have a meal with that, or like soup or something with that?
You can,
They can do the soup.
Yeah, like we did with the station on the top.
Yeah.
So we're looking at Wednesday night with a soup accompaniment. And what time are we looking at? Starting at?
5:30.
It's too early for me.
It's a little too early. Can we do 6? Can we do 6 o'clock, kind of?
Okay.
Oh, sure, that way it's suitable.
Mm-hmm.
I call it.
And we'll have a sign-up sheet next week for people signing up for soup. All righty. I'm going to begin with my remarks, comments, celebration. When I first joined you, I had the experience of your BBB, beer, blues, and barbecue, and that was a lot of fun. The group that you had playing was just great. I admit that. So that was my first experience as your priest, and I'm glad Matthew came, and I would be surprised if he wanted to come again this year, but we'll let him know. My next experience was snowy Halloween trunk and treats. That was an experience. It was a lot of fun. Learning that at my age I do need to wear boots instead of sneakers when I'm standing in snow for a long period of time. But that was a lot of fun too. And I'm glad we did that we didn't cancel it, that we followed through with that. There's the monthly outreach to Love Inc. and Episcopal Relief and Development, Hospitality Center, and so many other outreach ministries. The monthly TLC meals that you do. And that will start up again in March, won't they?
Yep,
TLC
that's
meals.
correct.
Okay. I've had wonderful visits with members at their home or here at church. And that has been wonderful for me to get to know people. Diocesan Convention, I was there with Jessica and Deanna. And, and that we are going to have a special convention on May the 4th, I believe, where we will vote whether or not to join the diocese. The 3 dioceses become 1. Maybe that can be used when we're needing to talk about the Trinity. Thank you for that. That just came to me, so thank you for that. But convention I did enjoy that. Ours, and it'll be interesting to see in terms of the changes that will happen with diocesan convention if we do become 1 diocese. In terms of our travel, and all the presentations that will be given the following year. I want to express my gratitude to Sharon and Paul and Kevin and Sue for your volunteer ministry. Thank you. Did I hear groaning? Oh.
He's enjoying
He's what? Oh. He smiles.
Good cover for you.
Because there are a lot of responsibilities that they take on in their roles, and it takes time and energy and commitment, and I want to thank all of you for doing that. And then we have coffee hour that people sign up for. That is, for me, that's a very important part of our ministry. especially if we have visitors, that we have an opportunity to bring them into the Healy Hall and have coffee and share a meal or even some goodies. So that time is very important, so I'm glad that we have been doing that on a regular basis. We had Annabella's baptism. And the presence of her family and friends who are here to celebrate that time with us, that event with us. And then we had lovely children who decorated the Christmas tree so beautifully.
Yes. Yeah.
It's gone. It is gone. But next year, later this year, we will do that again. And then we had Annabella's solo when she sang Silent Night, Holy Night at Christmas Eve. Thank you, Annabella.
You're welcome.
And we'll kind of look for more opportunities for that. The volunteer ministry of the Bursars. Thank you. Yes, you can give yourself that. That has taken time. We now have a new Bursa sheet that I think is easier. You are inputting the data online, but I think it is an easier task. You are getting reports from that data that are passed on to Caroline at the Diocesan Center. Gratitude to our vestry members and their commitment to meeting once a month. Because right now we have, most of the bursars are on vestry, so they are, except, now we have Mary. Do you know that was going to be your partner, your bursar partner?
I'm a little worried about that because I never take lead on it, but I guess
We'll have someone else down there that first step. No. Because it's still new. It's still new. So Deanna or
okay.
someone will be down there with you. Yes. But thank you for reminding me of that. I want to thank Pat and Paul for cleaning out the electric room. That was a necessary, helpful task that was done. And we've had, pardon? He loves to comment, but not loud here. And we've had the last, since December, we've had the transition, the conversion of our treasurer responsibilities and reporting that is now with the Diocesan Center. Caroline is the one. Paul is the one. So if you are needing reimbursement for something, you will need to see Paul. There is a form that you will fill out that needs to be sent with invoice or receipts. But Paul is the one right now who graciously said yes when I asked. He is the one who will be sending the bills and has been sending the bills to Caroline. Either the bills that are online or that come in the mail, and Caroline pays those. She's been working on our budget, and you will see the 2024 budget that Caroline has done for us. So, and an exciting thing, although I know it happens at churches multiple times, but the giving exceeded our 2023 budget. I think that's, for 2023, the total pledge was 52,260. The total received was 59,288. That's $7,000, $7,028 over, or 113%. So thank you. Thank you for that. Our pledges and we had 18 pledges last year. This year we have 17 pledging units, and it's 55,000. So we went from 52,260 pledged in 2023 to $55,005 for 2024. And I'm just gonna, I'm kind of going into 2024, just a bit, but I'm grateful to Bill and Sue for the Epiphany party that we had at their home. I think that's a good beginning for us for 2024 in terms of just celebrating more together. We can come up with a lot of excuses. Epiphany was important, but we can come up with excuses too. Because I think everyone enjoyed that. And there's Connie. Well, we can do it next week if you. But Connie and I and Jessica met with Jill from Plymouth Church. They make these fleece. They have these baskets filled with toothbrush, a book, pajamas, and a fleece blanket that is given to kids who.
Who come to the shelter.
Why don't you be the one?
The basket is it's a basket filled with bedtime items, not only for the child who comes into the shelter, but a lot of the moms that are there with the children, they don't have a routine at night. They don't read their child's book. They don't, brush their teeth before, et cetera, et cetera. So, Plymouth Church has been putting these together. Like Reverend Mary said, there's a stuffed animal, a fleece blanket, a book, toothbrush, toothpaste,
Pajamas.
and pajamas specifically, for that age of the child. So, Plymouth Church has asked us to help them make the blankets. They can't keep up with the blankets. And it's just that the pattern where you cut out the two fleece sides and then you tie them together. You cut them and then you tie them. So we went ahead and purchased 10, right, Jessica? Yep. 10 kits from Joanne Fabrics because they were on sale. And so we got those to get started because this will, eventually this will be coming out of our own pockets.
Yeah, so if you would like to make a blanket, but maybe can't get to the store or whatever, just let us know. Well, you can take one of the kits home and work on it and then just bring it back whenever you're done with it.
We also were talking about, to kick it off, having a
Yeah.
blanket making party.
Yeah.
It would be fun. We could do that soon, all gather here and work on a couple. So, I think it'll be a fun project for us.
And it's an easy project. An easy project with
It is an
a
easy
good
project.
outcome. Yes, a good outcome. So, okay. Does anyone have any questions for me? Any remarks that they want to make about this last 5-6 months that we've had, or even go back to the beginning of 2023? Do you have anything you want to say, share about 2023?
Just very grateful that you joined us.
Yes.
Very, thank you.
Okay.
All
Well,
right, you're on.
all right, so the 2023, the minutes from last year's annual meeting, I forgot to attach.
Second.
I told you.
Okay, so I guess to approve the minutes, Tad moved and then Phil second. And I can send you the minutes if you want.
I don't think you can have one of those.
Perfect.
Okay, so, like Reverend Mary said, we've got some office updates, you know, we've got the new birth sheet.
Well, we have to vote.
Oh, yeah, sorry,
Maybe.
I forget about that. All right, so,
Bernie's saying we have nothing to vote on
Nothing to vote on. We don't have the
because we don't have the minutes.
You can't vote on them.
okay,
They
well,
were distributed last year. I moved that we approve them as they were distributed.
oh, okay, then, yeah, all right, there we go.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
We'll do better next year.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Paul's gonna be scanning the bills, new birth sheet, blah, blah, blah. I would like to say thank you to Sharon for all the work these last few years that she put in as treasurer when she never volunteered for the position in the first place. So thank you for doing all of that work that was just kind of dumped on you.
Sharon, how many years?
I have forgotten, I lost count.
A lot.
It's been at least since we've been here, so since 2019, I think.
Yeah, I finished at ESM and went into the office and Joanne promptly put me on finance. So it's when Joanne is here.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago.
When you were treasurer, did Sharon start? Oh, here it is. Oh.
All right, so, if you guys will look in your little packets, we have the budget for 2024. And it's,
Please ask questions.
yeah. We are just, like, essentially we're balanced. I think we're, $200 or something maybe under. Or short. Oh.
Yes. Net income.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Was the auction donations, the 6509, was that from the beer vault or the barbecue?
No, so, I think that is the one. Oh, wait, sorry, that's the dollar amount, not the, what's the number next to it?
4,600.
Okay.
Yeah, but she has specific.
Okay, yeah, so that amount is one of the things that we, I'm ready to do, like, in the next couple of months, is there's some like outreach money and some other stuff that we just need to sort of figure out where it needs to go to. The auction donations, I believe, are left from when we used to have actual auctions.
So that's the one.
Yeah, so we need to sort of just figure out, you know, is that something we're gonna do again? Do we, you know, move it to somewhere else? Like, do we move it to the Beer, Blues, and Barbecue? Like, you know, to pay for the band and food and stuff? Or exactly what we need to do with that? So, that's what that is from.
Then where is the money from the beer, blues, and barbecue?
The money is sitting in the, it should be.
Oh, maybe that was what we brought in.
Restricted account.
It
Says
is.
that
Oh,
in the
okay.
action fund.
Okay, then yes, that is, sorry.
Yeah, the money was that, it was the profit from Beer, Blues, and Barbecue.
So the 6,500.
Yeah, we decided to keep it there for now, and then if we needed to, we were gonna use it to cover expenses in 2023, and we didn't need it because we had some extra income coming in.
So the 6,500 is from beer, blues, and barbecue, and what was sitting in there prior?
There wasn't much in there prior.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm thinking if it's okay with that, with everybody here, that money should be held in reserve for the next one.
Mhm.
That way you have an expense to start covering stuff.
Okay.
Well, we can figure it out. That's fair. We don't keep up time here.
Cause that's a nice tiny song.
It is.
Yeah, but we also have to remember that we still have to pay back endowment. Like the 40,000 that they lent us for, Father Massey.
For continuing, keeping our doors open.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, is there any questions? I mean, we're looking good going into next year, so.
No, my question was, if we made that much money, we should make it.
Oh, yes, we're definitely doing it again.
We're-
Yeah.
And
we're-
I think that wasn't even figured out.
Yeah.
I invited you two to our meeting. You didn't get there.
I do want to let you know that I met or talked with Joan, the woman who cleans the church, a week ago, 2 weeks ago. And she has agreed to go from cleaning every week to every other week. And she is willing to be paid 120 because there were some days she was paid 140, some days she was paid 120. She is willing to work, continue to clean for us every other week, starting tomorrow, every other week, and be paid $120. What that means is, what I'm going to ask of us, if we are in here and we're having, and it's Sunday, and the floor's kind of littered, that somebody grabs the vacuum cleaner, vacuums, and that we make sure that tables and everything are cleaned down, cleaned off, so that it stays as nice as it has.
Yeah, because we were paying almost $7,000 a year for her. So that's why we decided in order to cut some expenses so that we could be closer to having an even budget. We decided to ask her for every other week, because we're not that messy, and we're not as big as we used to be, where, maybe we needed it every week.
I have a question for you. Did we pay her all the way through COVID?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, there should be no complaint.
She didn't complain.
Oh,
It's
she
fine.
did, she was very,
She was fine with it.
she was very supportive of that.
Yeah.
She's been doing it for 18 years. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, she was fine with it.
You're right. You're right. You're right. So,
Any questions on the budget?
no questions.
Motion to accept.
Tom made a motion to accept the budget,
I
and
second.
Tom
Bill
made,
seconded.
Robin did.
Phil did.
Or you can get
It doesn't matter. All right, all those in favor of accepting the budget for 2024?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, passes. Now,
Bernie.
Bernie, you have that?
I do,
Thank you.
and we don't have a copy of it, so if anybody wants to have it, just let me know. The endowment committee is made up of Greg, Suzanne Nelson, Ken Spencer, Pat Hoffman, and myself. We started the year, at the end of the year, we had $74,507, and at the end of the year, we had $82,777. We donate, well, not donate, we give the church 10% of the income and interest on a quarterly basis. And that amounted to, $387 last year. So we had one donation of $300. Other than that, there was not a lot of activity in the endowment fund this year. Last year we used it, you know, we gave the vestry money and stuff like that. But we haven't had, other than the one donation, haven't had any other income besides the interest and the dividends that we earn on our investment. So, with that being said, it's actually doing very well.
do you have figures in terms of what we started out in 2020?
Yeah, it's $74,507, and we ended with $82,777. It's invested in between mutual funds and fixed security, which are CDs, so certificate of deposits, with Wells Fargo advisors. And they've been very helpful, and you know, they contact me probably on a quarterly basis and go over the investments and stuff like that. So we've been very happy with them. Any questions?
Thank you, Brian.
Okay, so, what Kevin has termed our digital ministry update, which is very good because I just would have called it like Facebook and stuff. Last year, we had 2,800 unique, right? I would say, yeah, unique visitors to the website. So it doesn't count like if every time I go there to look up our address, that doesn't count. So that only counts as one. Also, our podcast, I don't know if you guys know, but Kevin, he live streams the service every week, and then he takes the video and like the audio, he takes the audio and just cuts it down to the readings in the sermon?
Yeah, it goes from the opening sentence unto the piece, unless it's a morning prayer, and then it start to end. Usually pull out all the coughs and the kneelers falling as much as possible. And usually, so basically, if you wanted to listen to the service sans any music out and condensed, it's a great way to do that. And we're on all the major podcast players, including YouTube podcast too.
Yes. So that grew 97%, and people downloaded it 405 times, which is really good considering that we're so small.
What's the name of the podcast?
It's complicated. It's the St. John the Divine podcast.
Oh.
I'm getting texts. I'm getting everybody else except us.
You can also get them off the website, right?
Yep. Yeah. From the podcast too, if people go to the description, there's also links to the website. If they want to donate, join the mailing list.
Do you know where on the website it is? Linked to the podcast?
It's on the bottom of the homepage, and each service has its own post.
Oh, right.
And it's on that.
So if you're like
There's also just
Apple or whatever, you can probably just click on it then.
I
And
believe there's a
it'll
button
take
on the top of the website too.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So, also our YouTube channel, we had 959 views in 2022. Oh, okay. So yeah, so in 2022 we had 959 views. We had gained 4 subscribers, but last year we got 16 new subscribers and we had over 3,200 views. And we have currently 42 subscribers. So that's good. And we have them in lots of different places, right? Like Texas and
Yeah, we have quite a few in Louisiana.
oh, wow.
Really?
I don't know who, but they like us.
Yeah.
Church.
Okay, so we need to vote on that. Right, okay. All right, so best free terms. There's a bunch of us that need to re-up our terms. So nominations we have are Connie for a new 3-year term. Bob, as junior warden positions are just a 1 year, so this would be a 1 year. Me, and then Deanna, who isn't here.
And yours is 4.
Oh, sorry, mine would be 3 years, and Deanna would be 3 years.
Who's senior warden then?
Well, oh, yeah, you know what? I should have put as senior warden also then. Because I have one more year as senior warden, because you can do three terms.
Yeah, I'm confused too.
Is the senior warden 1 year or 3 years?
It's 1 year, but you can do it 3 consecutive years.
Okay, so we're voting for 1 year for you.
Yeah, sure, why not? Then next year I'll just
I mean, can we vote?
Yeah, I mean, so, all right, so I would be renewing my 3-year term with 1 year as senior warden. Does that make sense?
Okay, so basically it's 1 year that we're.
But
You
we're
can-
also on the vestry.
You're on the vestry for 3 years,
Yeah,
but you're
well,
1 year as the
senior
warden.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, that's okay.
And am I clerk for 3 years or?
No, I mean,
Or-
if we do
Never
it.
said
Yeah.
Yeah, make a motion.
Talk to Sharon about this whole life sentence.
And old.
How do you say that? No.
Okay, so,
Tom just made a motion.
Need a second.
okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And do we have any nominations from the board?
It's
We don't need
already
them.
It's already done, it's already, kind of late.
No.
Okay, convention, there's 2 this year. There's the special convention in May, and then October is the regular one, but they don't have a date yet. So, Sharon and Deanna have put their names in the hat. Is there anyone else that?
I'm interested.
Okay, all right. As regular as an
Do
alternate?
you have my name?
How many delegates can St. John's? I know it depends on the size of the congregation.
I mean, in the past, we've had 3. I don't know, like, what the rate is. We've had 2 or 3 in the years that I know of.
Does anybody know the rules for St. John the Divine and
In
Convention?
the past, it's been up to 4 delegates,
What is that
And
based
two.
on?
and then 2 alternates.
4 delegates and 2 alternates?
Yeah, that's what we've done in the past. Now, in the last couple of years, it's been hard to
Probably,
get 4
yeah.
delegates.
I would like to be in. I
Can
mean,
we check to see how many, I should have asked,
it
how
sounds
many delegates?
really interesting.
I nominate Connie to be a delegate.
Okay.
I second.
Okay.
For life.
Yeah, because last year we would have had 3, but she was the same.
I couldn't make it last year because I was nursing.
But did you go as senior warden then to convention?
No,
I just
she
went.
was a delegate.
I have no idea what I went as.
She went as a delegate.
I think it would be good in terms of, because I know delegates are determined by this, well, Oklahoma did this, but I'm assuming it's, I could be wrong, but in terms of the size of the congregation, how many delegates you have. So, and I'm just saying this because, you know, if we do become one, we will be spending more money for delegates to go to convention, so. it would
Well,
be
why
good
don't
to
I
know.
become an alternate then?
Well,
There's
let's
a
check,
question on
just
that.
let us check,
Yeah,
we'll check,
All right,
but
so,
then we can't vote.
yeah, we need to vote though.
okay. We can put,
Can we vote?
you're,
We can vote
Two,
these
and
2
you're
in.
an alternate or
Yeah.
Yeah,
can't.
yeah. We'll vote you as a delegate, and then if it's 2, we'll knock you down to an alternate.
are you wanting to go to the
Yeah.
convention? Are you wanting to go to the electing?
Yeah, I don't think there's, I mean, I think we should pass equally, so everyone should just seem to be
Oh,
go
great.
home for,
Yes.
like last fall,
Yes,
so.
yes.
Wait, never mind.
Okay, so, did we, somebody want to move to accept Sharon, Deanna, and Ken?
So,
Okay,
I'll second.
there we go. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Then, unless does anyone have anything that they wanna bring up? Nope.
I would like to ask in terms of 2024, what do you want us to be doing in 2024? I mean, is there,
Just, my only thing is to keep getting our names out there, just, you know, if we see public things, we're gonna go to it, because it's the only way we're gonna get people between that and the internet, that's it.
And I do know, oh my gosh, I can't remember what it was called, but it was that community day or whatever, it was at, and put on by the Friends, the Friends of Echo Lake or whatever that group is called. That's coming up, I think, in June. They don't have a date for it, but it was June last year. And last year we had just a little table, and we had some Benny Jesuses, and, so we're gonna hopefully do that again this year, if they offer it again. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I think we do have probably pens and chapsticks too, because, left over from trunkers, so, yeah.
are you wanting to do trunk or treat again this year? I think
we always do it.
Yeah, so we don't, okay.
It could be as big or small, depending on the weather.
Right.
How about June for the,
Beer, food, and bourbon.
no,
Midsummer, so,
Yeah, we could maybe do something.
Do what in June?
Remember how we did the summer solstice?
Oh, yeah.
So,
What did you do for the summer solstice?
the first year that we were here, it was just like food and, like, there were some things for
We had one
auction.
guy playing guitar and we
Yeah.
had food and we were out in the
parking lot.
parking
I
lot.
think that's when Endowment did it. That was
Okay.
Endowment.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
We started it, and then
Yeah.
Yeah,
after COVID.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, because that was the first year we were here, it was 2019, and then after that it was,
It used to be
COVID.
auctions, and it was fun, bring stuff you had from home.
Right.
Right, you didn't
White
have,
outfits.
it was like a white outfit,
Yeah.
and we made some pretty nice money, $4,000 or $5,000, and
Yeah.
it wasn't a lot of effort.
Did people get rid of those?
yeah, right.
People want stuff.
Yeah, to like auction. Yeah. Yeah, so like, I remember I got a cute little bag with like plans and other stuff. Jimmy offered some of his paintings for auction, so, yeah. We just brought stuff that you had.
And it was fun.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yep.
people would buy things and put it back up for auction, and somebody else would buy it.
Are we thinking of that, or we could do it to,
Yeah,
instead of doing it for endowment?
yeah, yeah,
Either way, Dustin's getting money.
yeah, that would be, yeah. Right.
Are we wanting, do we have support for that, everyone? For summer solstice, do we have support? Do you have items you want to sell?
You know, you're, right, in the spring is a good cleaning time.
Mhm.
Set the items aside. You never know what people are gonna buy.
I think if you tell people early enough, they can figure
Yeah.
out stuff.
Yeah.
Well, would the endowment fund people, would they lead it again? Because we need a leader to
Okay,
lead.
but the endowment needs to get something out of it too, because this
Right.
barbecue blues and the thing, we didn't get anything. We were supposed to.
Well, we
Yeah.
maybe a
Then why
weekend
didn't
back.
Because we didn't make that much, and we all kind of thought like, all right, let's keep it in reserve in case something happens.
I think that anything we make on it goes right to the down.
Yeah, if we do a summer solstice,
Oh,
yeah. I would agree.
Say that again?
Anything we make on it goes right to the down.
Well, I mean,
The
the
summer
church
solstice.
can benefit too. I don't see any.
Well, if we're also doing the blues, brews,
Right.
and barbecue, or beer, blues, and barbecue,
Yeah.
that could be
I
for
would
the
ask
church
the
and then.
committee, we can head it up. That's
Okay, yeah, because then
not a
everything
problem.
can go you guys for that, and then the
Yeah.
beer, blues, and barbecue, yeah,
Hopefully, you know.
yeah, hopefully we
things
can,
grow, start
we
paying
can,
back.
yeah.
Maybe, because usually it was just people from church and a few friends that came up.
we got
Maybe too. Well, I don't sorry, just wondering if we could poster on the neighborhood one.
Yeah.
And we did, didn't we give everyone an invite? I think we went door to door.
Yeah.
And it's
I just like,
Oh, and
I
then.
think it was like $5 to get in, but that included the food, the beer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
everything.
It's
Yeah.
good though.
So-
That was a good time.
Yeah, it was fun.
Good time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
All right, I'll check with endowment.
okay.
I'm sure.
Awesome.
Are you talking the summer solstice though?
I know that's right after the BB&B.
Again, that's kind of.
We could do it, well, we could call it something else and have it a little later, like in August, maybe, or September, and just call it
Yeah.
some other kind of, yeah, fall, back to school party, I don't know. Whatever.
Also,
There is, I mean, there is other things.
I made it up.
There's just summer.
It's
there.
on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go, fall equinox party, yeah.
Call it what?
There's a fall equinox party, or back to school, that's what I did, that was my contribution.
they have witches and stuff around, you know, Halloween party.
Is there anything else that needs to be brought to the good of the community? Any concerns?
I make a motion in the meeting.
Motion. And the meeting?
All right, all in favor? Opposed? All right, thank you.
I can just see if somebody opposed having a meeting and.
I was waiting for just some smart aleck and